Welcome to the Engineering, Emotions, and Energy Podcast, where you can relax, recharge, and reconnect. And now, your host, Justin Wink.
Today, I'm talking about it's not what you know, it's who you are. And what do I mean by that? Well, first, I want to share this quote with you. You can be right, or you can be happy. Now, how do you feel when you hear that quote, that you can be right or you can be happy? Now, when I first heard that quote, it was probably 10, maybe 15 years ago when I was really involved going to Al-anon meetings, which are sort of a companion program to AA meetings. So anyone affected by friends, family, loved ones, and alcoholism or other dependencies, Al-Anon's a fantastic resource, so I would highly recommend trying that out. One of the quotes that often gets used in those rooms is, you can be right or you can be happy. And I remember when I first heard it, I was definitely not happy because at that time in my life, I liked to be right. I know things. I know what's true. I know what's false. I know what works. I know what doesn't. I know it. I know it. I know it. And if just everyone else knew it, then I could be happy. The only problem with when you put whatever you want after a then, it's like if you ever are walking and you see a sign that says free beer tomorrow, and then you ever come back the next day, what does the sign say? It says free beer tomorrow. And the joke is, if you ever go in and ask, like, well, hey, I was here yesterday, it's tomorrow, where's the free beer? The bartender, well, I actually haven't done this, I've just heard that this is how it's supposed to go, or maybe this is how the joke goes. Whatever it is, goes, it's tomorrow. You're here today, buddy. Today a beer is $1.50 or $300. Probably somewhere in there. I don't know. I don't really buy beers much anymore. But it's similar with your happiness. If you're like, I'll do this, then that, then the other thing, then I will be happy. Then you will never be happy because you are only happy now. You're only anything now. And you might be going, Justin, you are 100% wrong, because I remember 2 years ago, it was a Tuesday. The sun was out. I could really feel, the warmth of my clothing because I was wearing a short sleeve shirt, so I could really feel the heat of the sun. And I decided I'm going to be happy when event XYZ happens. And then a year later, that event did happen, and I distinctly recall, because it's a very important event, which is why 2 years ago I declared I would be happy when the event happened, and then I still remember the event to this day. The event happened, and I was happy. I was happy in that moment. Let me check in on you. If you're having an experience like that, where you're remembering something that made you happy, are you not feeling happy now? Just imagine the most joyful, great experience. Maybe it was when you met, someone you loved or got that favorite pet, and just bring that up into your mind, that memory, and you're feeling happy now. You are happy now. Yes, at a point in the past, you were also happy now. Our life is a string of moments, a string of nows, and the moments that we create are a reflection of who we are. If you're like, well, how come I'm not as happy as I'd like to be? Because again, we all can feel happiness. We all can feel love. We all can feel unhappiness and sadness. One of the great things and one of the great challenges is to experience all of these emotions. Yet sometimes we are in a habit, which I find also analogous to a way of being. It's a version of who you are that is in the habit of placing more attention on one emotion more so than the rest, giving you the illusion that you are not happy yet, or you are not at peace yet. You might be thinking, oh, okay, well, how do I do it? What do I got to do? And I was totally in this mode as well, where I'm like, if I just learn the right things, if I know the right facts, and then I do the right actions, then I'll be happy. But again, that's the same trap. And I've spent tens, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars at this point in my personal development I'm on, just taking in content. Like I just need the right facts. I need the right things. And all of that's great. So I'm very fortunate and very happy. and it does guide me in how I work with other people today. And a lot of the stuff I bring to the podcast is benefit that. But what I will say, the quality of this podcast, because I don't know if you realize it, I definitely realize it. This is podcast number 99, which means the next one is podcast 100, which for whatever reason, we humans like to place significance on certain numbers, 100 being one of them. So I'm working with my editor, Joey. We're working on a really special episode 100 where we're going to take a look back and check out things. So we've been looking at previous episodes and pulling some clips and things like that. And a little preview is I'm listening to them and I'm like, fuck, this is actually pretty good. I don't suck. And the reason I don't suck is because I am someone who is good at podcasting, who is good at putting content out that can be interesting, yet helpful, yet beneficial. It's about who you are, because I am someone who can do a great podcast. The podcasts are great. There's a lot of mechanics, but honestly, a lot of the facts, a lot of the other things are figured out so much more easily when you just are the person that does the thing, feels the way, has the life. Things come about naturally. Now, naturally does not mean it's 100% easy. It just means that there might be challenges, yet they're going to be overcome and the solutions are going to be found. The right people are going to come into place. Childbirth is natural, yet I have not birthed a child. I doubt I will in this lifetime. Just don't have the equipment for it. From my understanding, it's not easy. It's not pain-free, yet it is a very natural thing. And as far as I know, everyone here has been born. So when you are who you are meant to be, the right results are going to come out. You're going to create what is meant to be created. You're going to have in your life what you're meant to have in your life. This does kind of relate to the previous episode where I was talking about being your own truth detector, where it's more about getting in touch with that part of you that knows what truly works for you and doesn't work for you. Because when it's all about something being right or wrong, and this is a fact, and do I know it or not know it? I need to know more. I don't know enough. It's really all in the head, and we're missing out on all that other wisdom that is in the heart and in the body, the gut, if you will. Because if you recall, I did talk about how there is a number of neurons, about the amount of a mouse or rat brain outside of your brain. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that cool? So what if there is more wisdom to you than just what is coming from the thoughts in your brain? It's not that you shouldn't listen to those. They are very, very, very helpful and useful, and they are just not the be-all, end-all. So it's one of those, that's a tool, yet it should not be who is in charge. Who is in charge? Well, who's hearing what I'm saying right now? That's who's in charge. And when you can even do that with yourself, just go, what am I thinking? And there's usually a bit of a space. And in that space, that's the sort of the observer aspect of you that can hear not just your thoughts, but those other parts of you, that intuition that might be a little bit softer, a little bit less wordy, might not be as many words, might not be creating a 500-word essay. Yeah, you might notice that your 500-word essay probably has a lot of repetition in it, and it's probably a bit redundant. You've probably heard it before. Whereas this little softer, intuitive voice is going to be very simple, yet very timely. It's probably going to seem new, and often new things are a little scary. So let me offer this type of person to be, which is someone who is brave. Are you brave? Because someone who is brave is going to know that maybe something's new. They don't know how it's going to work out, yet they're going to do it anyway. Right? So when you are a brave person, you're just going to be, okay, that's scary, that's different, that's new, yet I'm naturally going to move forward because that's who I am. I'm someone who moves forward, even if there is some apprehension, some fear, because the excitement and the knowing that this is what I'm meant to be doing outweighs those other aspects. I guess maybe one other thing that would like to add about this concept about it's not what you know, that it's who you are, is that who you are really is, yes, as I started in the beginning, it does have to do with the here and now. Yet when you are that is not just now, that is at all times. Like if you are a brave person, that's now, that's the next moment from now, the next moment of now. And then as you go into the future, that was in the past, you just are past, present, future, infinitely brave, also infinitely happy. It's not to say that you're going to have this 100%, like I'm happy all the time, I'm brave all the time. Fuck no. You're still gonna, if you're still gonna feel sadness, just yet you are someone who, when it's appropriate, calls upon that, has that. And you're not just kind of an habitual loop. As I was saying, you're not a way of being that you are just someone who has problems and doesn't seem to solve them. Because that might be a story, a pattern, and interpretation you've been living for most of your life. Yet that's not really who you are. And you know it. That's kind of why you're listening to this, is because a part of you knows that there's more to you. That's one of the things that I love being able to offer in this podcast, is showing you more of you, because it really is all about you. And it's one of the things I love when I work with people, when I coach people. I really don't care if somebody knows anything new when I teach them. What I care is, are they somebody different after I've worked with them, after I've taught them? And it really is, it's all about the other person doing the work. I'm just offering perspectives and options and possibilities. It's really it's all up to somebody to actually walk that path. Yeah, somebody might go like, "Hey, Justin, I'm here at A, which is unhappiness, sadness, challenge, maybe depression, anxiety, anger. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to experience more happiness. I want to experience more joy. I want to experience more peace, more connection, more relationship." What I love to do is to offer, all right, here's what I'm seeing. Here's some steps that can get you from where you are to where you want to be. I'm here to, guide you, support you along the way. Yet you're the one that has to take those steps. Whether it's with me, whether it's on your own, whether it's with someone else, you're the one living your life and shucking off that junk, that cruft that isn't you, that it sucks, it stinks, because you've been carrying around, because it's not yours. Just somebody said, "Here, take this," and you didn't know any better, because you were in a state where you couldn't really judge. You thought you had to carry this shit around with you. You don't have to carry it around. You don't have to carry around all these habits, all these beliefs, all these other ways of being that don't serve you, and you also don't have to carry around a lot of facts that often aren't really helping you. They're really just putting up a wall between you and other people. Have you ever been to a trivia night at a bar or something? I don't really like to go because, as I said, I used to love to be right. The thing is, a habit really never goes away. I've talked about this in previous episodes. It gets replaced with a new habit. So you can always get back into an old habit. So I can always get back into the habit of being right. At a trivia night, this is very tempting because I do know a lot of things, a lot of facts. Yet, at trivia night, the reason I've gone to them in the past was I wanted to connect with other people. I wanted to make friends. I wanted to, whatever group I was a team of, be part of that team. And I would see someone who, they are there to be right. They are there to win. They're not making friends. They might get the team to win, yet the rest of the team is like, that guy was a fucking asshole. He was a jerk to me. Like, I don't want to spend more time with him. I guess we won, but boy, that was painful. I don't want to be that guy, so I usually don't go to trivia nights. Or if I do, I'm very careful to be focusing on what I'm there for, which is the other people, to connect. And there'll be times where I'm like, I know this answer. I know this other person is completely wrong, yet they are so confident that they are right that I allow them, and I don't rub it in their face. I just go, yeah, I guess I really thought you knew it. I guess I knew it, because it really doesn't matter, right? I'm not all said and done. If you're looking back when you're about to die, if you have that luxury, if you will, would you go like, I was right so many times and I made other people feel so wrong. Yes, what a good life. Or would you probably be looking back more fondly on the moments of like, oh yeah, we had so much fun. We had some laughs. We had some hugs. Yeah, that was a good life. And you might not even remember whether you were right, wrong, indifferent. You're going to focus on how you feel. Because a lot of what we get out of life is how we feel about it. And how you feel is an aspect of who you are. So if you are someone who is happy, joyful, peaceful, secure, the rest of your world is just going to really just demonstrate that. And yeah, you're still going to feel all the other feelings, yet it's not going to be 100% who you are, because there's more to you, and it's who you are that matters, not what you know. So with that, thank you and good day. If you want to contact the show, email me at podcast@justinwink.com. That's Justin, W-E-N-C-K. And find me on social media, Justin Wink, Ph.D. on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube. And if you want ways so that you can relax, recharge, and reconnect, find the Tuesday 20 every Tuesday at 12:05 p.m. Pacific. It's only 20 minutes, and it's going to get you relaxed, recharged, and reconnected. It's on YouTube, and it's on Facebook. So looking forward to seeing you there.